welcome back to the channel, folks. Really do appreciate you being here, and you betcha it's another episode of Sourcing Fodder. All right, we're gonna get straight into it. Just finished up at Backpacks, and when I say getting straight into it, and I'm not even talking about the thrifting, I'm actually talking about a cheeky little chocky. So I picked this one up from Backpacks, just finishing up. Packed about 25 bags today, going out to some kids. So if you don't know who Backpack for Big Kids are, go check them out. They're doing some wonderful things, making a big difference to many families and many children. All right, so the plan of today is just do the usual route on the way home and get it into some of the thrift shops. And I've got a couple of things that I want to talk about today, ask you a couple of questions, if I remember while we're going through the flow of things, but here we go. It's melting. Good stuff. But essentially, this is good. Sorry, don't mind me. But essentially, just bringing you along for a ride along, having some fun. If you want to chat, ask me a question down in the comments. Obviously, you'll have a delayed response, but that's the way it works. One thing that I wanted to ask you guys, just while I'm waiting here at the lights, is, do you guys invest? Now, I'm going to talk a bit about this a bit further as we progress, but just think about this for a second. Do you guys invest? And we'll touch on that in a bit more after we get past the next shop. So let's dive in. All right, team, well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, I didn't get much footage because there was diddly squat of excitement, but I did actually go through the racks at the end there, and they had some $2 tags. Ended up getting 12 items, and I've paid, I think it was $6. So $2 a pop. Pretty happy with that, actually. A bunch of jeans, some shirts, and just cheapy stuff, but low cost of goods, so good to add them to the clothing process. Not too bad at all. And the other thing was, I did go into Bargain Depot, as you saw, but there was diddly squat. I did manage to get a little chocky there again, which I'll end up having with Carla once I pick her up. So now we're going to head on over to the Salvo's thrift store. But coming back to our question before, do you invest? And that's what I wanted to ask you guys. And I'm not necessarily thinking about or talking about you know, stock markets or even property or anything. I'm just wanted to hear your thoughts on how do you invest, especially when we talk about investing in business, right? Now, I'm going to put up on screen of how much basically cash on cash return my business has generated from a return percentage. And the interesting fact about this is, well, the thing to think about, so as you can see up on screen is my cash on cash return, which is basically meaning how much cash I have put into the business versus how much cash I have gotten back. So that's the percentage of return. And this is how much it is, that percentage. So when you look at it from that perspective, how, you know, cash fluid is your business, it's really good to see, because I guarantee if you go put in $1,000 into the share market, you're not going to be getting over 20% anytime soon, unless you're, you know, day trading and things like that. I'm talking about passive, just set and forget. Of course, in this world of reselling, we're not just, you know, setting and forgetting. We're actually out doing the work and making the dollary dues. But I wanted you to think about that, because sometimes it might be better to invest in your business, invest in yourself for your ability to grow the business to make more money, than it is to just, you know, kind of sink money into the share market. And this is not financial advice. This is just pure, you know, just wanting to talk about it and have your ideas and your thinking. Actually, I wanted to prompt your thinking more so. So yeah, how do you invest in your business? And I think this is something that it's not really spoken about much, because I mean, anything that you do, anything you put into your business, your time, your effort, your money, that's all investment, right? So I really wanted you to think about that, and let me know in the comments your thoughts. All right, let's dive into the next shop. All right, team, that was pretty cool. I picked up a whole bunch of jeans. I spent $48, I think it was, and got 5 pairs of jeans. Again, some really good high brands that I've heard about or seen, but never actually seen in the wild. Some Japanese brands and things, so they'll be interesting to have a bit of a play with. I also picked up, I think it was 6 big box Sims PC games. One of them was really good condition, the others were a bit banged up, but I'll probably just try and bundle them up and move them for like $100 or something. They all looked pretty complete. Like I said, some are a little banged up and they've got flipping sticky tape over them, which is a bit annoying, but we'll see what we can do there. And then we've also got, I got a Star Wars Mad magazine. Not sure if that will be for myself or if I'll sell it. Might do a bit of both. Put it a bit higher than I don't even know what it's worth. It was just $5, but it was pretty cool. Dedicated Star Wars Mad magazine, so pretty happy with that. All round, I'm pretty pleased with all that. So getting some good stock, some consistent stock. Again, it's not lots of volume, but it's low cost. And when it comes to investment, you want to buy low and sell high, right? That's the idea. So there's a trend here, you can see. But just because it's cheap doesn't mean you buy it, right? You got to make sure that it's sell-through, and that's what I'm trying to clean up now, is have a better sell-through rate or movability of things. My average sell-through rate is about 90 days for things when they sell, right? That does not include items that have been sitting for a long time. So it's only when the items sell, they've usually sat around for 90 days before selling. So it's a bit squishy in here. Anyway, we're at Vinnie's now, so we'll see you inside. All right, team, Vinnie is all done, and I have spent about $72.90, so $72.90. Got a whole bunch of those toys. I also got little figurines, and I got a couple of books there. Harry Potter 3 hardcover first editions, which I'll bundle up. A total of 19 items, I think it was. So average cost of good is up there a little bit, not too bad, but I think there's a lot of bundles in this one. So not a lot of lots, but a lot of bundles. So, you know, I think $72 there. There's probably a couple of hundred once I, sell through those items. So pretty happy with that. The ladies were always very helpful and looked after me there as well. So always a pleasure. And once again, it's you just never know what you're going to get. Like this week has been really, really good. Some weeks it's really, really quiet. And what's interesting though is this week, this week is the 8th of Feb week, so today's Wednesday. This week has started off being my worst week ever. I nearly had a 0 day on Monday. I nearly had a 0 day on Tuesday. And like when I say nearly zero, like I only did like $40. And today I'm only sitting on about $60. And this is coming off from doing $2,500 for the last 6 weeks in a row. So it's really weird. I haven't changed anything. It's got nothing to do with me. You know, it's just the ride that we have to. It's the ride that we have to ride. It's the roller coaster ride. I talk about this all the time, but I think it's one thing that I've also realized is that when we do business, the chances of me having a really high day, like a $1,000 day, is almost the same as having a really, really low day, like a 0 day. It doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you do get them, and it's a win sometimes when you get obviously the big dollary dues, and it's sometimes really flat when you don't, and it hits you psychologically and mentally, and it's a little bit overwhelming. But trust the system. You know things will sell if you keep working, and if you keep listening, and if you keep doing. So that's what you got to keep doing. Just keep feeding the beast with good stuff, of course, and tucker on. But I tell you, it's tough. I'm feeling it this week. I'm feeling it this week. All right, I'm gonna go pick up Carla. We've probably got one more shop to do. We'll see how we go there, and then I'll take you through all the goodies. Let's rock and roll. All right, team. We're all done. Got some groceries. Went to the last shop, which I'll show you what I got in a minute. We got Carla in the house as well, and now we're heading home, and I'll take you through all the pickups for the day. So just got to wait a little bit longer. All right, team, we are back. Before I take you through all this is what we got at the last shop just now. This guy, this little thing comes out the side, and then you can actually do some punching with it, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, I paid $10 for him. See what I can do with him on Facebook Marketplace. Got all these big boxes, a whole bunch of the Sims, and then a South Park one. So I'll bundle up the Sims ones. This is in pretty good nick, and then I'll sell him alone. This guy, there's compings of that anywhere between 40 to 80. We got a whole bunch of old knockoff vintage toys from the 80s, I think they are. These two are actually legit. I've got some little Harry Potter figures. What were these called, babe?
Nendoroids.
Heard it from her first. We've got some just cheap clothing here. These are all $2 a piece. These jeans, where are they? These ones, LTB. They seem pretty good. All these jeans I've paid $5 for, so never heard of this brand. Did some research and apparently they do really well. Gustin. 2 pairs of those, and then I've got a couple of Japanese ones as well, and they're called Dry Bones. So very interesting there, just trying new things. And then I've got a whole bunch of Harry Potter and this Mad magazine, which I think is actually going to be for myself, and a Western book that I got for that and that I paid $1 for, so not too bad. That was compliments to Carla, finding them at the library. But all of this have paid this much that you can see up on screen. If I have sold anything by the time you see this, you will see. I'm pretty happy with this. A bit of a fun episode. And this guy, he'll be a bit of a pain to sell because he's big, but should do all right with him. If anyone's looking for this guy, let me know, because more than happy to sell it. Otherwise, I'll probably list him on eBay, pick up only, and see what happens. But he opens up, and there's lots of little compartments and things in here too. So he's not complete, but he does work. So not too bad. Any wise words? All right, team. Appreciate you being here, and you have a wonderful day. Cheers.